Imagine waking up, checking your accounts, and everything's gone. This is not a scary fiction. Real people get hacked every day. Today, I'll show you exactly how attackers steal passwords with simple fixes you can do under 10 minutes. Stick around, the last tip will surprise you. First one, phishing. Phishing is a form of cyber attack where an attacker impersonates a trusted entity like a bank, service provider, or a colleague to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information. This often includes login credentials, financial details, or personal data. The attack typically arrives via email, text messages, or fake websites designed to look legitimate, but are crafted to deceive and extract information. Picture this: you got an email that looks exactly like it's from your bank. The logo is the same, the tone feels official, and it says, "Urgent! Your account has been compromised. Click on the link to secure it." You click on the link, land on a familiar-looking login page, and type your details, but behind the scenes, that page wasn't your bank. It was a trap. Now the attacker has your password and possibly access to the entire account of yours. Another tactic is credential stuffing. Credential stuffing is a type of cyber attack where attackers use large sets of stolen usernames and passwords, often from previous data breaches, to try to gain access to other accounts. Because many people reuse the same password login credentials across multiple platforms, attackers automate login attempts across hundreds or thousands of websites, hoping to get a match. Let's say you use the same email and password for your old photo sharing app, your email, and your online shopping account. That photo app got hacked last year and your login details were leaked. Now, a hacker runs a script using your leaked credentials across dozens of popular sites. Suddenly, they are inside your email, then your shopping account, maybe even your bank, all because one old password was reused everywhere. The third important tactic is the keyloggers and malware. Keyloggers are a type of malicious software or malware designed to secretly record every keystroke made on a device. This includes usernames, passwords, credit card numbers, and even messages. Malware can also capture screenshots, monitor browser activities, or manipulate system files. These tools are often used by attackers to harvest sensitive information without the victim's knowledge, making them a serious threat to personal and organizational security. Imagine you download what looks like a harmless PDF invoice from an unknown sender. You open it and everything seems fine. But behind the scenes, a keylogger has installed itself. Now, every time you type, logging into your email, entering your bank password, or even type in a two-factor authentication code, the attacker sees it all. It's like someone secretly watching you over your shoulder, recording everything that you do. A fourth way that hackers steal your password is called man in the middle. A man in the middle attack occurs when a malicious actor secretly intercepts and potentially alters the communication between two parties, typically between a user and a website or a service. The attacker positions themselves between the sender and the receiver, capturing sensitive data such as login credentials, financial information, or session tokens. These attacks often exploit unsecured networks, outdated encryption protocols, or compromised devices. Imagine you're at a coffee shop using a free public Wi-Fi to check your bank account. You log in, everything looks normal. Behind the scenes, someone on the same network is intercepting your connection. They see your username, your password, maybe even your account balance. It's like sending a sealed letter, but someone opens it midway delivery, reads it, and reseals it. You'll never know, would you? Another essential point is database breaches. Database breaches occurs when unauthorized individuals gain access to a system that stores sensitive data such as usernames, passwords, financial records, or personal information. These breaches result from vulnerabilities in software, poor access controls, or targeted cyber attacks. Once inside, attackers may exfiltrate, sell, or exploit the data putting users and organizations at significant risk. Think of a company's database like a giant digital filing cabinet. It holds millions of customer data, names, passwords, emails, even payment information. Now, imagine someone sneaks in through a broken window. That would represent a software flaw in this case, and copies everything inside the cabinet. You, as a customer, might not even know it happened until when your email gets spammed, your password stops working, or your card is used somewhere you have never been. Another very important one that is overlooked in our daily lives is social engineering and phone attacks. Social engineering is a manipulation technique used by attackers to exploit human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities. It involves deceiving individuals to divulge confidential information or perform actions that compromise security. Phone-based attacks such as phishing, which is the voice phishing, often involves impersonation. And this means attackers poses as a trusted figure, like a bank representative, a tech support agent, or mobile service providers to gain access to your accounts, reset credentials, or even initiate a SIM swap. Imagine you get a call from someone claiming to be your mobile service provider. They sound very professional, they know your name, and they say there's suspicious activity on your account. They ask you to verify your identity, maybe your date of birth or your account PIN, and then moments later, your phone loses signal. They have just succeeded in convincing you or convincing the provider to swap your SIM. Now they receive your text messages, your two-factor authentication codes, and can reset your accounts easily. Another one that may sound strange to you is the brute force. A brute force attack is a method used by cyber criminals to gain unauthorized access to accounts or systems by systematically trying every possible combination of characters until the correct password is found. These attacks rely on automation and computing power to test millions or even billions of potential passwords rapidly. Weak or commonly used passwords are especially vulnerable to the brute force techniques. Think of it like trying to open a locked suitcase by guessing the code. You'll definitely start with 000, then 001, then 002. You keep going until eventually you hit the right one. Now imagine a hacker doing that, but with a software that can try thousands of passwords per second. If your password is something simple like password 123 or QWERTY, it's like using 0 in 4 places on your suitcase. They will be cracked in seconds. So viewers, to avoid being victims of these techniques used by hackers to get your password, here are some quick checklists you need to always have as a guide. First one is to use unique passwords. You can achieve this by using a password manager to create different passwords for different accounts and to also store them. Another way is to turn on your two-factor authentication. This helps you to stay safe as it gives an extra layer of protection. The third one is to update your devices and your applications. Make sure you have active antiviruses to run these patches for you as at when due. Another point is to avoid public Wi-Fi, especially when you're logging into sensitive data. But if you must do it, ensure you're using a VPN. Another thing you need to ensure is to check on links and sender addresses when you receive emails. For every phishing email, there is either a wrong link, a wrong sender address, or a wrong link. Then you also need to set account recovery pins, especially with your mobile provider and your email service. A few months ago, I spoke with a small business owner named Amina. She ran an online boutique and handled everything all by herself. Her orders, her emails, her payments was done all by herself. One day, she clicked a fake shipping notification and unknowingly gave away her email password. The attacker used it to reset her payment gateway, rerouted customer funds, and locked her password. It took weeks to recover, and she lost both revenue and trust, of course. After that, Amina set up two-factor authentication, started using a password manager, and backs up her data weekly. Do you want to hear what she told me? She said, "I thought I was too small to be targeted, but I learned the hard way. Cybersecurity is not just for big companies, it's for everyone, including you who is watching today." If you found this helpful, smash the like button, subscribe for weekly bite-sized security lessons, and tell me in the comment section, what password habit are you going to change today? Until I come your way again, stay safe, guys.